She was like, well, I don't blame you. You know, you decide what you want to do. I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving. She's like, well, I'm not the original person on the order, but I'll let her know, make a note of it, etc. I said, okay, well, let me at least give this guy a heads up that I'm not staying, right? So I pull around and I roll my window down. I said, excuse me, sir, I'm leaving. I'm rejecting this project. He was like, and he starts rushing towards my window. So I'm like, let me roll this window up because I don't know you. So he gets over, he's smoking a cigarette, and I said, hey, you know, this is an abandoned property. I wasn't told it was. I'm a little thrown off. I don't feel comfortable doing this by myself, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, well, yeah, that's why I'm here. This whole thing just doesn't seem right to me. He was like, well, yeah, that's why I'm here. I was a little bit late to let you in. I said, well, thank you for being here, but I'm going to go ahead and leave. Okay? And he was like, well, I have to call my supervisor. Go right ahead, sir. Do whatever you need to do. But I'm going to get up out of here and stop leaning in my car. Right? So I said, well, take care. And I drove off. I'm like, no, ain't no amount of money that I am willing to accept doing something that makes me feel uncomfortable. Ask more questions. No matter how many orders you've done for a company. Sometimes I don't think they were trying to do anything slick, but it just didn't feel like it was set up properly with me. Had I known it was going to be an abandoned property, I would have gotten the name of the person that was coming to meet me. I would have gotten more information, etc. And I probably should have known by the amount of money they were offering for this. So if it's too high or too low, something's wrong. That's my experience now. Yes, I do construction sites that may not even have walls or, you know, just an isolated property, but this was totally different in a rural area. I had no cell phone reception. The guy seems a little sketch. He didn't introduce himself. He didn't even look like he worked for a company. He's coming to my car smoking a cigarette. I'm like, you think I'm getting ready to go in an abandoned building by myself with no cell phone reception? Not gonna happen. Probably was okay, but yeah, I just let them know. I always communicate to say what my issue is so that they know that I'm not just, you know, showing up and not doing the work, but I'm trying to let them know why. What field inspection stories have you had that, or had to go to a site that didn't feel quite right? Did you proceed with the order or did you stop the order? As a notary, as a professional, as a person that is concerned about safety, I need to, it's been a while since I plugged the book, but it's always safety first. Sign or do any work later. That is the motto that I will stick to, that I will listen to the Holy Spirit, and no amount of money is going to get me to do anything that I should not be doing, that I don't feel comfortable with, or just does not align with my values. EVS Notary, let me know your questions, thoughts, or your stories. Okay, I have one more part. Do you think that I was reimbursed for my travel? Remember, I traveled over an hour, just above an hour, to get to this location, but I